We finally made it back to our teal silk charmeuse.
It's very cozy in here.
Yes, definitely. We made it back. And my fan is matching now, finally. I love to see it. I'm very blue today, apparently. That's the theme of the day. But hello, designers, and welcome to the Cup TV, part of the Currently Unnamed Podcast Network, where we put the real and the tea in reality, and you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. I'm Logan Murphy. Say something gay. Gay. I am trying a new energy drink today. Jury's still out on it, but it is not sponsored. The brand is called Marquee. It's lemon and lavender. And I think I like it. I don't know. It's got a lot of vitamins in it, so that should be good for me. So, that's all.
Well, hello. And hi, you guys. I am Lana, your resident evil diva, and I'm here to give the tea, spill the tea, and drink the tea because you know I love me some tea. And if you have some tea, you know what to do. Hit me up. And you know what? Today I am actually drinking tea. I am actually drinking tea. I got my electric kettle sitting right here next to me so I could keep my tea fresh because I got a lot of stuff to do today and I need that caffeine boost to get me going through the day. So I got my tea. I'm not drinking it out of my cup mug, but I'm drinking it out of my Lana mug. Yeah. My sister got me that for Christmas, though.
Work.
Mm-hmm. But
you could also be drinking it out of a cup mug.
Absolutely, but the cup mug was sitting here with so much stuff in it. I was like, "Nah, I'm not going to drink it."
Mine is very dirty at the moment, so nothing going in here.
But we do have a panel full of cup mugs. Bam. And you can get your cup mug, and it can be you can drink out of it. You can have stuff in it. It's very functional. So you should get that. Or any of our cup merch at lanagcreations.etsy.com. That link will be in the description below. And we do ship internationally and domestically here in the U.S., Canada, and Mexico. So there are no excuses. Get your cup merch. Period.
Ow. So, we are back with season 6 of Project Runway.
Mm-hmm.
As I've been doing more research, I found out that apparently there was a lot of controversy surrounding this season, Lana. I didn't realize there was.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently a lot of it is just because the season is bad. But we are talking about it. We're making our way through this season. We've got episodes 3 and 4 today, both of which were fine.
Perfectly fine.
Acceptable.
Episode.
Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sure. So, we are going to dive into all of this set of episodes. Before we do, though, make sure to subscribe if you've not already, because we're here almost all the time, giving you almost all things TV. And currently, we've got a lot of Love Island.
Mm-hmm.
Is most what we got going on here. Love Island and The Mole, and Big Brother is around the corner. So, we will be talking about all those gorgeous, lovely, wonderful, and fantastic things. And make sure to check the description below where we have links to all of our other YouTube channels, our audio podcast links, and where you can find us on Patreon for exclusive content and early access to a lot of our content, including usually, sometimes, maybe early access to Project Runway. So, but we're diving in. Heidi gives us the challenge for episode 3, and we walk to the beach. And in an unprecedented turn of events, Lana, Tim Gunn is wearing sandals.
And a suit. On the beach.
Mm-hmm.
I said, Tim, you couldn't even dress down a little bit for the beach?
No.
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 Oh. Okay.
No. No.
Or, but he didn't do
Right.
sandals. Him had his toes out, y'all. Everybody was shocked.
Mm-mm.
But
Mm-mm-mm-mm. But we find out we're at the beach because this week's challenge is beachwear. How Los
ooh,
Angeles of them.
very
Ooh.
LA. Very LA.
But we then come to find out that there are several many twists on twists going on with this challenge. So it is a beachwear challenge. We are doing the challenge in pairs. And halfway through the 2-day challenge, the designers get an additional challenge to also create an avant-garde look inspired by and to complement their beachwear look.
I hate that so much.
Why?
Why do we do that? I feel like this has been my critique about Project Runway every time they do that. Like, why do you decide to give them another challenge after you started the challenge? Like, just give them everything at once. Like, let them do, like, why? It was so frustrating to me.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Yeah. And thus starts also the trend of Nina and Michael Kors not being here this season.
Yeah.
They are basically not here. Because they filmed in LA.
Right. I think it's just too much for them to keep coming back and forth to LA when they are stationed in New York. I was like, why are we even filming in LA? So dumb. So dumb. And this is why this is the only season it filmed in LA, because it was so dumb and everybody's like, nah, this ain't gonna work. No thank you.
Literally. So we had team leaders chosen at random and then they picked their partners. So the teams that we have are Sharon and Carol Hannah, Logan and Christopher, Nicholas and Gordana, Mitchell and Ramon. Poor Ramon. We'll talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Althea and Louise, Crystal and Epperson, and Johnny and Irina. So, honestly, this episode is mostly Mitchell being a disaster.
Yep.
And Crystal and Epperson not being able to work together.
They can't get along.
No.
They can't work.
Oh, at all.
At all. And it was just like a lot of back and forth between the two. Mitchell doing nothing, Ramon doing literally everything.
But he made the
swimsuit.
The swimsuit, Lana.
That we never saw because it was covered up by a cover up. But okay, how do we even know a swimsuit is even there? But whatever. He made it. He made the swimsuit. And Ramon did everything else on both looks. Like everything else. Then Mitchell was going around talking about, oh my God, I'm gonna get all that money. Oh my. It's just, it was so. I felt so bad for Ramon. I was like, oh, poor thing. I would be so pissed off if that was me in that position where I was working with the group and the group just did nothing. I would be annoyed. Like, ooh, I wish we would be like that, Logan, in this partnership that we have where you do nothing and I have to do everything. I'll be like, this is not a partnership. This is not a partnership.
No.
Oh, no. But we do see a lot of, like, I think everybody else pretty much works.
Literally everyone else works together. The only thing that I noted was that Gordana was like, Nicholas's style is something. It sure is something.
It's something. It's something. But she was like, hey, you're the team leader. I'm gonna follow your vision. Bam. And I was like, that'll be me, because honestly, I can't get in trouble for just doing what I was told to do. I was like, I know that's right, Gordana. Don't go down like that. Do not go down like that. But they got to talk to a few surfers on the beach to get ideas of what they, what they liked and what they would want in swimwear and beachwear and whatever. They got their stuff. They went to Mood. They went to the workroom, and they started working. Some people worked well together, like we said. Others didn't. Crystal and Epperson just could not get on the same page at all about anything. Crystal felt like Epperson was like downplaying everything she was doing and just like becoming the leader and telling her what to do instead of listening to what she wanted to do, as she was the team leader. But I feel like she wasn't giving him direction, so he couldn't, there was nothing to listen to. And so he was like, I'll just take over because she's not giving me direction. And so I'll just do how I want to do it. She didn't like it. He was very much trying to micromanage everything and was like, this is how you do this. She was like, I know how to do that. You just tell me what you want, what we go do, and we'll get it done. I don't need you to micromanage and look over my shoulder. It was just a bad scene between the two. And even when Tim came in, they were still back and forth bickering and, not really feeling each other in that moment, not feeling each other at that point. So it was kind of just like, this is gonna be interesting to see. Like I said, I think everybody else was on their thing.
Everyone else was fine.
Thing.
I don't even think we see a whole lot of everybody else because they just like worked so well together. So I am fine to move to our looks.
Me too, because that's where I feel like we're at, because it was not a lot of work for himself. But the beachwear and avant-garde fusion.
Per. And let's just knock this out of the way. Epperson, which honestly, okay, here's the thing. I actually think the beachwear look is fine.
Me too.
I think the beachwear is fine. This avant-garde mess that is currently on the ground because she takes it off, like, baby, this is a bodysuit with a spaghetti strap and a bunch of tulle wrapped around it. And, like, it wasn't the best constructed situation.
Mm-hmm.
I will also go ahead and say, I don't think anyone in this challenge actually flopped. Okay. And so I think that ultimately aided in the decision that the judges ended up making.
Okay.
Because I don't think any duo's creations were like inherently horrible.
I don't think any duos like both looks were bad. Like you're like, okay, both of these looks are horrible. I feel like it was always one was good and then the other one was you know what I mean? So I feel like
at the very least, like it was like a good and a meh at the very least.
A good and a meh, or a good and a but nobody was like, oh, both of these looks are horrible. And that's what I think, because I feel like the beachwear in this one is really good. I like the pattern that they have on that, and I like how they put it together. But the avant-garde look is definitely a mess. It's just, like you said, a bodysuit with some tulle wrapped around it, and she took it off and it was on the floor, so it really didn't really matter anyway. So,
yeah. Do we want to score it as a collection?
Yes. As a collection, I will give it a 61.
Let me give it a 65.
Cool.
Johnny and Irina. This is cute. I think this is really cute, honestly. I think the beachwear look I think their beachwear was the most successful of the beachwear for me personally. I really, really liked this very flowy pleated skirt with the cover up with the swimsuit underneath. And then I like that they took a lot of the pleating detailing and the color palette and translated it into the avant-garde. I really, really enjoy their avant-garde. if it wasn't for the fact that Ramon was literally left on his own to do this entire challenge himself, I think Johnny and Arena could have won this challenge, and I would have absolutely understood it.
Mm-hmm.
But I will go ahead and say I think this was my favorite ensemble.
I think this was my favorite collection because it looked like a collection. It looked like two pieces who, if they were walking on the same runway, you would to see the resemblance. You'd be like, okay, yes, that's cohesive. They go together. I understand it. I do like the beachwear. I think it's very cute and flirty, but also very fashion like, because it's like it's not just a regular cover up. Like, oh, okay, let's wrap this around like my regular cover. It's a shirt and it's a skirt, and it's like I can wear this after going to the hotel restaurant on what at the resort. I can wear this at the restaurant. I can wear this around the shop. When I'm going shopping and look like I'm very fashionable, put on my sandals and my sunglasses and go. And then when I get to the beach, just rip it off of my swimsuit is right underneath it, and it matches this whole. I think it's very cute. It's very functional. It's very fashion and just something different as a cover up than just a regular other, like Uli dress cover up. Like you know what I mean? Because
shout out to Uli.
It's giving me very Uli dress cover up because it's like it's very fashionable, but it's a cover up, and I still got my swimsuit.
But it's not. It doesn't have a print. That's the only thing that makes
that's
it.
The only thing.
Like
it more of the Uli vibe instead of the Uli dress. I'll say that. But then this avant-garde look, I just really like it. I like you said, the ruching details that they put in it. And I'm like, is it ruching details or is it just because the fabric itself gets a little wrinkly? But either way, it looks good. And so if it's
I think honestly fabric, it was a combination of both.
Yeah. Because if it's a ruching fabric, if they ruche that and it looks good like that, great. If it's a wrinkly thing and it still looks like that, that actually works in their favor. And I like that they didn't go too super crazy over the top to make it avant-garde, just a big exaggerated shoulder a little bit. And it's not like super crazy to be like, oh, we got to make this avant-garde huge crazy piece.
Right.
They had a day and a half to do it, so they really ain't had time to do that. So I appreciate the work and what it was. I think this overall was my favorite collection.
Yeah. Scores.
I would give this a 85.
I'm gonna give him a 90.
Yeah.
Althea and Louise, who I keep confusing for one another. So it was awesome that they were in a team together.
This one, I liked it, but it didn't go cohesive to me as a collection.
That was my issue.
That was my thing. I was like, this doesn't make sense with this. Like either or the garments didn't make sense with each other.
I think what they were trying to go for was there's like a black and white stripe in the bathing suit, and they were trying to take that black and use it for I don't know what happened. Regardless, I'm not mad at the ensemble, but the cohesion is missing.
I would have rather them had some black and white fabric for the dress to indicate that, like the black and white in the swimsuit and that pink would have been fine. If you didn't want to use the pink in the other dress, great, just use the black and white and put like some white something on it to mimic the swimsuit, and then it would have made it more cohesive. Then I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Or add some pink to that black. And I'm like, oh, there's the cohesion. There it is. It's together. It just didn't have that. But it's not bad because I think I like the avant-garde look more than I like the beachwear look. This is the first group that I like their avant-garde look, then I like their beachwear look. So
I really, really like their avant-garde look.
Yes. And even I feel like the avant-garde look is not that avant-garde, more like like you could see somebody wearing this at the Grammys, or you could see somebody wearing this.
Right. No, it's very like I'm gonna say this in the best way possible. It's very Teen Choice Awards. Like it's short with a little bit of drama.
Yeah, like, MTV Awards.
I could see someone like I don't even know. Who am I trying to
I know who I know. It's this is a dress the Disney star wears when they're moving out of their Disney star phase and going into adult roles.
I was gonna say Zendaya in her transitional period
Yes.
between Disney and now. Or I was gonna
Right.
say someone like, I feel like someone like her could wear something like this.
Maybe like the Keke Palmer when she was transitioning from Victoria Jackson into her now roles, her older role.
Yeah.
I think this is the dress that you wear at the Teen Choice Awards when you're transitioning from I'm a Disney kid or a Nickelodeon kid, child star to an adult star. And that's what they do. And so, yeah, I can see the Teen Choice. I can see the very much of the MTV Awards kind of,
Totally, yeah.
and it's just like, it's same thing. I'm going from a pop star, baby bubblegum pop star, into a real more mature, sexier woman pop star. So yeah, same thing.
I don't remember this model's name in the avant-garde look, but she is serving.
I think it's Tanisha.
I believe it might be Tanisha, and she is serving.
She's serving. She looked like this girl looked like she just stayed at the beach, like, huh?
She's fine. It might also just be I remember her
might be the pose
very well, but
might be the pose, but Tanisha is like, if that's Tanisha, I'm not sure. I think it's Tanisha, but she's serving. I was like, you work.
If it's Althea's model, then it was Tanisha.
Yeah.
So, scores.
For me, I will give this a 77.
Oh my god, I was also going to give it a 77.
Oh my god.
Gordana and Nicolas.
Again, I like one over the other. I love their beachwear look. Their beachwear look is great to me. I think that's so I love the macrame top. I love the macrame top. And I love those pants. Oh, so good. Now the second look isn't horrible. It's just a bit much for me, for my liking. But yeah.
Yeah, okay, so here's my thing. I don't think this is nearly as bad as the judges were saying it was. I don't love the avant-garde look, but I like how it's a cohesive collection. Like, there's a lot of cohesion here that I'm liking. I also really, really love the beachwear look. I wish for the avant-garde, instead of going this like lacy Nicholas design, I wish they had gone more with like the striping and the like angularity of the way that they did the pants with the macrame top, and did something more like angular structured with the avant-garde, because I think that could have been cute. But overall, I don't think it's a bad ensemble. I like the color palette that they used here. I like that it's it's flipped, so we had the purple on the top and the white on the bottom, and then you flipped it for the avant-garde. I think that's a really cute idea. Overall, like, I'm not mad at this. I'm really not.
Yeah. I just think the lace was too much. Look, I wouldn't have went with lace, but it was all right.
Scores.
For me, I would give this look maybe I really like the beachwear look. I would give it a 79.
I was gonna give it a 76.
Yeah, I'll give it a 79.
Next up, Logan and Christopher.
Okay. Here's the thing. I think I like their avant-garde look more than I like their beachwear look. I hate that.
I do too.
I feel like first of all, the hat. I'm a hat girl, and I don't like this hat. I'm like not feeling the hat. I feel like it's just too sloppy.
It's too floppy.
It's too floppy and sloppy. Like the whole outfit is just too sloppy and floppy. It's just, and I get a floppy hat for the beach. Not bad. But yeah, I like a floppy hat for the beach. That's fine. But I feel like this just like don't go, like I don't feel like the top goes with the pants. Like I feel like the pants are like dress pants and the top is a casual top. You know what I mean?
The material they made the pants with in this beachwear look is the number one issue I have with the ensemble as a whole.
Yeah. But I do like the avant-garde look. It's very, very avant-garde.
It's the most avant-garde.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that. I like because the material they use for the pants they use for the top, and that
Yeah.
makes sense. I just feel like they needed to not use that material for the pants in that. Like
Mhm.
it looks very mismatched. Like I'm going to a nice business brunch on the bottom, but a very casual date at the
Right.
top. You know what I mean? It's just like
Right. Yeah.
it's just not gelling for me.
Yeah. I think their avant-garde is clearly the more successful of the looks. I like that we're kind of reflecting like the floppiness of the hat in the way that they made the skirt for the avant-garde. I
Mm-hmm.
think that's a really cute design aspect. So overall, not bad.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad.
Not bad at all.
Scores?
75.
Same.
Work. Work. Not bad at all.
Carol Hannah and Shireen.
I like this with the cape on the beachwear. I like the
Yeah.
actual the cape that had. It was a cute bathing suit. It's cute. I think the model took the thing off too soon. Like I wish she would have walked down the runway and then took it off at the end. Or maybe this is the end and I don't know where they took it off. But um I do like their avant-garde looks. I don't think it's as avant-garde more than just a like this is very much an Emmy dress. This is somebody at the Emmys. This is somebody at the Oscars. But it's a cute dress. I love the detailing with the little petals and things going down the bottom of the dress. It's it's a very safe collection. Safe collection.
Yeah.
I wish there was more blue in that, or more of the colors of the cape in the actual dress, or more blue in the cape, or whatever, because it doesn't look cohesive, but it's a cute, safe ensemble.
That was my complete point, was that it
Oh,
just
look
the
at us.
cohesion is not there. I don't think either outfit is bad at
No.
all. I think the avant-garde is actually really cute. I like the way that everything is draped and is kind of like it's almost messy and it's
Mm.
almost like what it's almost like aquatic in a nice way, which I guess
Very
reflects
much
beachwear,
water.
sure.
Yes.
Yeah. So I really, really like
Yeah.
that. I think the bathing suit and cover up situation. I really like the fabric that the cover up is made from. But
hmm
I agree. I would have loved if the bathing suit was blue. The whole
hmm
thing would have been different.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. I would have loved this a whole
But
lot
both
more.
pieces are really good together. So
It just looked like two different people made it. That's what it was. It just looked like
yeah,
we had two designers making one look and no cohesion to it instead of a team that, collaborated. But it was perfectly fine.
yeah. Scores.
I would give it a 76 instead of a 75. This is
I'm
good.
gonna give it an
Safe.
80.
Good.
An 80.
Work.
And last up,
You're so
I,
shady.
I have been waiting. I have been waiting for 2 weeks for this moment. So last up is Ramon.
You are so super shady.
Last up is Ramon and Ramon's designs, and I think Ramon's designs are phenomenal. I love this beachwear, the way that it just flows with this belt. I think that's really just it's so cute.
It's so
The
cute.
ombre of it all, like
Yes.
it's a really, really great ensemble. And the avant-garde is also really cute.
hmm
I ain't mad at it.
I love that he dyed it himself and made that little splotchy design, and so it looks more like it gives it the avant-gardeness, because if that wasn't there, it'd just be a pretty lime dress, but it's still cute. And he did a really good job. I love the beachwear. Like the beachwear is my favorite beachwear out of everybody's beachwear. I think this is
Agreed.
my favorite.
And I think
Um,
that's why he won
yeah,
was because the beachwear is the best.
it's so good. It's so good, and I love the belt where it cuts off and it's not too low. It's right where it needs to be under the bosom and the
Yeah.
bust area. And she's serving, and both their models kind of ate this up. They kind of ate these looks up, and they look good in it. I loved it. I love the beachwear. I love Ramon did such a great job.
Yeah. Ramon did such a great job in this challenge. I think Ramon really slayed it. So
Absolutely.
scores for Ramon.
I would give it an 83 for Ramon. Ramon did a
I'll
great
give it an
job.
87 for Ramon. And only Ramon.
And only Ramon.
Yep. And for the first time in Project Runway history, Ramon wins the challenge, which I think, even though I think I enjoyed Johnny and Arena's ensemble more, I think giving Ramon the win here was very deserved. Especially because then they switched right around and said, oh, the bottom is the other two teams that we didn't really like. But guess what? Mitchell, get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Well, I would just like to know, what did he show in his audition tape that made them want to cast him? Like, I'm genuinely curious.
Me too, because what we saw in these first 3 episodes, this man did nothing well. He did nothing well.
He should have gone home episode 1 and episode 2, and I'm glad that they finally sent him home on episode 3.
Like, it should. Some people don't need 3 strikes you out. Some people you just need to go. And like, if I'm be honest, the last episode where they sent out boy for the egg,
Malvin.
I was like, it should have been Mitchell.
Like, Malvin would have created probably a great beachwear look with Ramon.
The egg wouldn't have been. I mean, the egg wasn't great, but Mitchell's look was horrible. But okay, 3 strikes you out. Bye, Mitchell. Ain't nobody worried about you. You can go. We move to the next episode 4, where our theme is Models Challenge. Oh my god.
The models are the surprise client. So this outfit is intended for model industry events.
Mm-hmm. They want to make their presence known without looking too raunchy, too crazy, too out there, but very much like a model.
Some of that did it. Some of them did it better than others. Honestly, I don't have a lot to say about this episode.
It wasn't a lot of stuff in the workroom. Like, we saw people missing families, so they called it home. Like, hey, I miss you.
I'm like, we got to see Epperson's family, and you know what? I was happy to see it.
I was happy to see it. It was great. It was a little backlash from the last episode. Some people was like, we can't, we still had the Crystal Epperson a little bit fall out, but they kind of just not talk to each other the rest of the time. That was it. It really wasn't a lot. The models told them what they wanted. They did a collaboration. They went to Mood. They got their stuff. They started coming. And some of the things that they thought they wanted, the designers was kind of like, no, that's not going to work. Yeah. So we'll figure this thing out. Just like any client designer challenge that we've seen, it was, some models thought they wanted this and some models thought they wanted that. And then the designer's like, well, let's try this. And they're like, oh, yeah, I like this. Or, oh, no, I don't like this. It really wasn't a whole lot. It really wasn't a whole lot. So let's just get into the looks, I think. So What a Woman Wants, episode 4. Christopher. She wanted green. This is what she said she wanted. She wanted green.
She got green.
She got green. And you know what? This isn't a bad look. It's not. I just felt like it looks like a stalk of like celery. That was my only thing. With the band.
It's giving ants on a log.
It's giving a stalk of celery with the rubber band wrapped around it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like fresh out the
Yes.
pack. They're holding together.
Or
got the
like
rubber band around it.
romaine lettuce. It's giving more lettuce because of the way that it's like draped.
Yeah, it's
like you get that head of romaine lettuce with the ooh, now I want a salad.
Ooh, a salad sounds nice. I can do a salad.
I know. I was gonna say I have a bunch of romaine.
I don't have
that I need to use in my fridge. So I'm gonna go make a salad later today. Boom. Yeah, this is fine.
It's fine. It's not nothing. It the color will definitely make her stand out, but I don't think the dress will make people interested in talking to her as much.
Right. Guys.
Yeah. 70.
65.
Okay.
Next up is Logan.
Logan.
I didn't hate this look. I do not understand why the judges were like, this is atrocious. This is horrible. This is bottom 2 on this runway? He gave her exactly what she wanted.
And what she wanted was prom and bridesmaid ugliness.
Yes, but he gave her what she wanted. I don't think this is that bad. I don't think it's good. This is not winning for me, but I definitely don't think he should have been in the bottom 2.
I don't like it. I just think it's very much prom or homecoming and just it seems it's giving high school teen choice instead of model. You know what I mean? It's not giving me model S. It's giving me she just graduated from high school. She's still in the high school mentality. Or she could still be in high school. I don't know. But it just gives me very young. And it's not giving me model. But it's not horrible. I just don't like it.
It's not great, but for me it's definitely not bottom 2.
I'll see what my score is. I'm not sure if it's bottom 2 or not.
Well, what would be your score?
60.
I'm gonna give it a 62.
A 62 or a 62?
6-2 is the score.
Work.
Now this was bottom 2 for me.
Same thing for me. It's the same thing. It's just too young. It's just very high school. It's not giving me model. It's just giving me young high school homecoming dance. You know, whatever turnabout dance, whatever it is. It's just not giving me model. I love the color, but it's just not giving me model.
Yeah, I think this is so off the rack. Is really the main critique I have. It's so off the rack.
Very much off the rack.
Yeah,
It's going to get a 60 as well because it's just giving me the same vibe.
This one I'm going to give a 60. I just think Logan's had a little bit more interest. The vice coach. But next up is Sharon. Similar, but I find this a little bit. It's classier.
It's prettier. They're very much prettier. I like the detailing at the shoulder, at the top. That differentiates it from like just a typical little dress. But I like the fit of this. I like that it's very much fitting in all the right places. It's not, I feel like this is more college formal, like college dance.
Sure, okay.
You know, like she's going to a college event. Sure. It's a little more fitting. It's shorter. It's definitely showing off her shape, which you want to do as a model. This is what you're trying to sell. You're selling yourself. So you have to see that. And I think that's the problem I had with Logan's and Johnny's. I felt like it didn't show off the shape. It kind of it hid some stuff. When this one is just straight up. The color's beautiful. It's not screaming at you, but it's beautiful enough. If I saw it in the corner, I'm like, oh, and then I'm looking at her body like, she's gorgeous, and which is what you want to do at a model of industry event. So I think this is prettier. I think this is more grown up a little bit.
Yeah, I most definitely agree. Scars.
I would give this a 72.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a 67.
Okay.
Next up is Louise.
I like this.
Yes.
I do like this.
Yes.
It gives an interesting twist on the little black dress. What makes this so much more interesting if that collar was removable? If you could take that collar off and it, you can hold it like, hold it like a purse or something afterwards. Like that would make it so cute. But it's a very interesting twist on a little black dress. And every girl needs a simple black dress in their closet. Like that's the go-to thing. Or it'll be more interesting if she could take that collar off. That way she could use it, put a jacket on over it and change up the whole look and have two different outfits with one look. Because that's what you need for the simple black dress. You need to take that simple black dress and be able to switch it around and make it several different looks instead of just a little black dress. But I think this is interesting. I think it's cute. I like it. Is it in the top for me? Probably not, but it's cute.
I will say, though, I think this is one of the more successful garments on this runway because this runway overall was very underwhelming. I find this one of the more successful ones because of the collar and because of how simple the dress is. Like you said, Lana, every girl needs a good, simple little black dress in her closet. And I think this is a little black dress, but with a lot of interest in it. I love the way that the skirt is pleated with this very minimalist kind of striping situation. I really, really like that detailing. And then I do love the collar. It brings visual interest. It shows that she can wear these kind of more avant-garde sort of situations. Yep. I think it's a really solid ensemble from Louise.
Absolutely. It definitely gives her more high fashion runway than commercial runway.
Absolutely. Which is what she wanted.
Which is what you want. Is what you want. And it depends on what the field that you want to go into. You want to be more high fashion or more commercial in your modeling. And she wants to be high fashion. And that perfect. Shows that.
Of course.
And she looks beautiful, by the way, because
Gorgina.
Her hair and makeup is stunning in this. But my score for this look is a 79.
I'm going to give it a 78.
Yeah.
Ramon.
See, here's the thing. I like this. I don't like the color. I feel like the color is too... I think the color is too, for a industry event. I feel like people will be like, yeah, we see you, but do we want to see you? Like, I think I think the design itself is pretty. I love the bow flower top thing he got going on, but I feel like the color is just, it's too electric blue. It's I would have wished it was more subtle blue, more royal blue, even a navy blue would have been, with that pattern, I think it would have been cute. But I do like the design. I think the design is really cute.
Yeah, I think overall I'm not a huge fan of it. I think the bow situation on the top is giving bridesmaid to me. And I don't really particularly care for it. I don't mind the color, but I do agree with what you're saying. It's just a little too bright for something like this. It's definitely not bad, and there is a point of view here, and I'll take that. So, scores.
73.
67. Crystal, baby, this is right off the rack at Forever 21.
But it's, again, the simple black dress is not a bad way to go for this event, and it fits her properly. It fits her good where
But
it shows off her
there's no
body.
design to it. There's no
I mean,
design to this
I
look.
think the shoulder piece thing that she has there is a cute little aspect to it. I think my only thing I wish it was just like an inch shorter. Where it,
Yeah.
it definitely needs. I think being right above the knee it needs to be just a little bit shorter. I don't think this is a bad look. I didn't think this should send her home because I feel like it was worse designs up there. I felt like this was a good black dress that she could have. That, like you said, yes, is it look like off the rack? Sure, but she could have also had different things to spice it up and to make this little back dress in my closet I would have worn it like 5 different ways. Give me a jacket, give me a belt, give me some leggings to go underneath at one point. I would have been able to jazz it up
Right.
and jazz it down. And those are the kind of dresses that you need in your closet, especially for a model who might go to several different industry events at one night. Like, what if she went to 2 different or 3 different events in one night? She don't want to show up in the same thing, so she put on a jacket. She take off the jacket. She have this on. She take this off, put on a belt and some leggings underneath it, and she had 3 different outfits. Like, I feel like this wasn't the one that should have sent her home. I don't think it was great, but I don't think it was the worst.
I just think ultimately my issue with it is just there's a lack of design. Like, this is so beyond simple for me. And the shoulder detailing is fine, but I just don't see a perspective from this. I don't see Crystal in this. I don't see any kind of motive. I don't see any kind of design present here, honestly. And that's kind of what ultimately, like, I don't know that I necessarily would have sent her home for this either, but I'm not surprised by it. At least I can say that most of the other looks had a distinct point of view. And I just think that given Crystal's track record, it was more of a track record elimination probably than it was you probably didn't have the worst design of the week.
Mm-hmm.
But scores.
64.
I give it a 55.
And you got to justify what you just said. I get it.
Yeah. I do think it was the worst.
I don't think it was the worst at all, by far.
That's fair. Gordana.
See, I don't even like this.
Really?
I feel like it's washing her out. Like, she looks like she's standing there naked. Like, it's literally the same color as her skin. And it's just washing her out. I would have put Gordana in the bottom because this is just a simple.
Okay.
Because, like, sure, I think I like the designs on the middle panel part, but like she looks like she's standing there naked. Like, that color, it completely washes her out, and I don't understand why she didn't get called out for that. Like, I'm like, are we not seeing this poor model look like she's just wearing pajamas out there? Like, he looked like a pajama, like a pajama top gown. Like, she should be going to bed in that. It doesn't look good to me. Not a fan.
I don't think this is bad necessarily. I get what you're saying for sure. I think her model wanted something a little bit more simple and a little bit more like, I don't know, European. And I don't specifically remember what she said, but I don't think this is horrible. I don't think it's the worst. But I get what you're saying for sure. I like the kind of meshing detailing down the middle, but that's about it. So
there's no. I mean, I feel like this is right off the rack. Like, you could grab this at Forever 21.
Totally.
But they didn't call her out for that, so I'm interested in that. I'm gonna give it the 59.
I'll give it a 65.
I'm not a fan.
Carol Hannah from South Carolina, Carol Hannah.
I like the detailing in the skirt. even in it's black and you can hardly see it, but if you look close, you can see it. And I like that pattern that she picked for the skirt. I think I think this look is great. I think this look is good, not great, but it's good. It definitely will stand out. That purple at the top and then the black at the bottom. It fits her well. It shows off her shape. Um, I hate this bowl cut on her head though, but other than that, I think it's a good look.
Mhm. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. I think the skirt has a lot of interesting pattern in it. The top is interesting in a way that I'm enjoying. I like the way that it's cut with the strap. Yeah, overall, honestly, I think this is really good. One of the better ones. I was happy she was in the top.
This is a good look.
So,
you like the bowl
scores
cut?
for Karen. I don't mind the bowl cut.
Okay.
I don't mind it.
Okay.
She's got the kind of face that kind of fits it, so I don't mind it.
Okay.
Scores for Carol Hannah from South Carolina, Carol Hannah.
I will give Carol Hannah a 79.
I'll give Carol Hannah from South Carolina, Carol Hannah, an 81. It was South Carolina, right?
Mm-hmm.
I hope it was South
I
Carolina.
will hope so. You done said it 8 times.
Carol Hannah from South Carolina, Carol Hannah. Correct. Yes, I did go ahead and check. Yeah. Yeah, because her and Gordana are both from South Carolina.
South Carolina. Mm-hmm. She had her stuff in her store.
Althea.
I like this because it's 3 different pieces. She could take the jacket off, it'll be fine. She could have the jacket on, it'll be fine. I enjoyed the functionality of this look. It's what the model asked for. I enjoyed this look. I thought Althea did a good job on this look.
I think it was pretty good. This is what the model wanted. She wanted something simple. She wanted something that would catch attention. And this is simple, but in a way that's done really elegantly.
Mm-hmm.
So I really enjoy it.
Me too. I gave it an 84.
Yeah, I'll match that 84.
Yeah, I think she did a good job.
Totally. Irina.
I like this. I like the pattern that the fabric that she used for the dress, and then the jacket is interesting with the bigger collar instead of like a regular. I kind of like this. I like that she had that brown to break up the monotony of all of those different colors, and then the black. I think this is a good look. I think her model looks good. I definitely think it will catch some attention because of that jacket itself. You'd be like, "Oh, what is that? That's cute." And then the fabric of the dress, I think it's cute, and she could take it off, and it could still be a good, cute look because the fabric is eye catching itself. I think Irina did a good job.
I agree. I really like the fabric that she chose for the dress. I think that is kind of the standout of the entire ensemble. And I like that she paired it with these solid colors, especially this black and then this gold that we have in the belt situation. I really like that. I think it's simple. I like the little black trimming at the bottom of the dress. It's all very cohesive. It works very well together.
Mm-hmm. I like it.
Scores?
I'm going to give her an 89.
Give her an 87. I think this might have been my favorite, personally. I think Althea did a good job, but I think I might have given it to Irina.
I'm trying to think. What did I give Althea? 84? Yeah, 84.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I like Irina's a little better.
Nicholas.
I didn't mind this.
I really like this. I really like this.
And I think it would stand out. That white with that gray, I think it would definitely stand out.
It's so good.
And I think with this model, with her, I think this model looks the most complete to me. Like the hair, the makeup, the dress definitely goes together. If she walked in, she would definitely catch my eye if I was looking for talent. Like, oh, she's stunning. And I love that. And I think this is the look that we were talking about with Louise's person. model that is high fashion. If she walks in, you're looking at her for a high fashion runway. You're not looking at her like, oh, she's a commercial model. Oh, she can do it. No, she is definitely a high fashion runway girly. And I would be very much trying to get her on my show. And she looks stunning. I really like this. I thought Nicholas should have been in the top for this, honestly.
Yeah, I think this is really, really successful. I think he could have been. There were 5 people for me that did really, really well in this challenge. And it was the 3 that were in the top plus Nicholas and Irina. And I really thought like it could have been any combination of those 5 people and I would have really enjoyed it. I think for me, this is a bit more simple, which is why maybe it wasn't in the top. But I do really like it. I agree. I think she looks very complete. I think the styling is very good. This gray with the white, I think, is really cool. I would have liked to see the gray detailing go a little bit further down. Like maybe line the entire sides of the dress in the gray. And then I think maybe that would have given it the completeness that I would have liked.
It would have looked like a tracksuit to me if he put that down at like lines down the side. It would give me like.
I think it would have looked a little more slimming, is kind of what I was thinking with it. But it's not bad by any means. It's good.
I'm trying to think, do I like this more? I'm gonna give it an 88.
I'm gonna give it an 80. And last up is Epperson.
I like this too, only because of the detailing of this look. I loved the striped crisscrossy thing that he did, and I do think this is something that will stand out if she walked. Because when she walked down that runway, she stumped. Number one, she ate the runway up. Hair was just flowing in the wind. But I do think if she walks into a room, she would catch the attention of high fashion and commercial models. And I think commercial talent. You know what I mean? I think she looks good. It shows off the body. It's definitely fitting, but the detailing of the crisscross shapes will make people think, oh, she has good style as well. And I kind of really like it.
The detailing is what does it here for me. And I'm happy that Epperson finally got an opportunity to be in the top and to get some praise for this because it was very deserved. The detailing is good. You know, upon reflection, I think I maybe would have put Irina in the top personally, but I do really like what Epperson did. It's a simple dress. It's got enough detail. It shows off her figure. It's a really solid ensemble. So
I would give it an 89.
I'm gonna give it an 83. And that's that. And we go for our critiques. We do find out that our top 3 are Epperson, Althea, and Carol Hannah for South Carolina. Carol Hannah. And the win goes to Althea, which I'm not mad at.
Not mad at.
I would have given it to Irina. Personally. But that's just me. Our bottoms, Logan, Crystal, and Johnny. I think you could have put Gordana down there. Yeah, I think you could have done that. But they send Crystal home.
I don't think it was deserved, but I get it. Sure.
Yeah. But yeah. That's that. So there goes another week of our Project Runway reviews. We'll be back doing them more consistently in the coming weeks. We're not going to take several months off like we did last time. Make sure to subscribe, like, and share on your way out. Thank you so much for joining us for this Project Runway refilled. Check out the description below for where you can find all of our YouTube channels, our audio podcast links, and where you can join us on Patreon for exclusive content and early access to a lot of our content, including regular early access to Project Runway reviews. You can also find our social media at The Cup Pod on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. You can follow me and Lana as well, and you can get your merch, including but not limited to Cup Mug, down there as well. With all of that being said, we are going to get out of here. So, cheers.
Cheers.
In fashion, one day you're in, and the next day you're out. And we are out.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Make it work, designers.